Hey there! Welcome to the detailed walkthrough of our awesome vault that's going to change the way you work. It's built on something called the para structure. Don't worry, it's not as complicated as it sounds. Para is like your brain's filing system, but way cooler. Let me break it down for you. First, we've got P for projects. These are your gotta get it done tasks with deadlines. Think preparing a presentation for next week or building a personal website by the end of the month. It's all about goals and finish lines here. Next up is A for areas. These are your ongoing responsibilities, the stuff you need to keep on top of, but doesn't have a specific end date. Things like staying healthy, learning a new skill, or just, work. It's the keep the plates spinning part of your life. R stands for resources. This is where you store all those brilliant bits of information you come across. Your go-to cooking recipes, those coding tips you always forget, notes on AI ethics, or your secret productivity hacks. It's like your personal Wikipedia. Finally, we've got A for archives. This is for stuff you don't need right now, but might want later. Old projects, last year's study notes. It's like your digital attic, but way easier to search through. Now let's see how this paramagic works in our vault. We're going to look at 3 different types of projects: generic, written, and film. Think of it like this. Generic could be launching a new product. Written might be that novel you've been dreaming about, and film? Well, that could be your next YouTube hit, or even a short film. Exciting stuff, right? Let's jump in and see how this vault can make your life easier. All right, let's dive into creating new projects in our vault. It's a pretty straightforward process, and I'll show you how to do it using the command palette. Just hit Ctrl+P and type quick add create new project. Simple, right? Let's start with a generic project. We'll call it new product launch, something we can all relate to. Just click finish project setup and you're good to go. Watch how the vault works its magic. Automatically generating subfolders for detailed tasks, meetings, and resources. It's like having a virtual project manager setting things up for you. Now, for our writers out there, let's create a written project. We'll name this one Novel Draft. Now here's where it gets interesting, and you can do this with all project types. After you input the project name, you've got options to tweak the auto-created folders. Just hop into View, Edit Folder Structure. Don't worry, the default ones like detailed tasks, meetings, resources, and chapters are there for a reason, and we recommend keeping them. But hey, if they're not your cup of tea, you can always disable them instead of removing them completely by unchecking the boxes. Want to add a new folder? No problem. Hit the Add New Folder option. Add a new research folder. Need to remove one? There's a Remove Folder option for that too. Once you're happy with your setup, just click Finish Project Setup and you're good to go. It's all about making the structure work for you. Notice how it sets up similar subfolders like the generic project, but with an extra chapters and research folder. Last but not least, let's create a film project. Short film production sounds good. See how it adds an extra folder for scenes? It's all about making the filmmaking process smoother. Here's the cool part. All these projects automatically pop up on the home dashboard. It's like your project command center. Let's take a quick look. On this dashboard, you've got an overview of all your active projects and today's tasks across everything you're working on. It's a real time saver when you're juggling multiple projects. Now, let me show you some nifty features of this dashboard. First, custom dashboards. You're not stuck with just this one. You can create your own dashboards using a template. It's great for tailoring your workspace to your style. Second, flexible layout. This is where it gets interesting. You can add multiple columns and put in pretty much any markdown content you want. Tasks, milestones, charts, whatever helps you stay organized. Third, cleaning up. We all have those projects that don't quite make it, right? There's a clean dashboard button for that. Let's create a dummy project. See it there? Now, let's say it didn't work out. We'll delete it from the Projects folder. Hit that Clean Dashboard button, and it's gone. Keeps things tidy without much effort. Fourth, oops protection. Ever accidentally remove something important? No worries. Watch this. I'll remove one of our active projects from the dashboard. Uh-oh. But it's an easy fix. We just use this Add Project section button, select our project, and it's back. It's like a safety net for your project organization. And there you have it, a dashboard that adapts to your needs and keeps everything in check. Pretty handy, wouldn't you say? Let's dive into the heart of our project management system, the project dashboard. I'm opening up the dashboard for our novel draft project. Think of this as your project's command center. At the top, you've got quick access buttons for creating new tasks, chapters, and resources. Now, let me show you a neat trick with the Tasks plugin. It's a real time saver. Let's create a quick task. Just type in a simple description. I'll set it for today and there it is. It shows up right here in the dashboard, and it'll be on the home dashboard too. No more forgetting what needs to be done. There's a lot more you can do with this plugin. Definitely worth checking out the quick reference guide when you have a chance. Here's another cool thing. You can add your tasks directly to the daily note. And get this, when you do, you don't even need to set the scheduled on field. It's automatically set to today. Pretty smart, right? Just jot your tasks down in the daily note and they'll pop up on the home dashboard automatically. It's like your to-do list is always in sync, no extra steps required. As we scroll down, you'll see all your project details neatly laid out. There's your task list, chapters, meeting notes, and all your project resources in one place. Oh, and this section here, it pulls in your raindrop.io highlights. Pretty handy for keeping track of research or inspiration you found online. Now, let's look at one of the most useful features, the Kanban board. We'll use our novel draft project for this. First, let's add a new chapter. I'll call it The Adventure Begins. When we open up the Kanban board, look at that. Our new chapter is already there in the first draft column. You've got these default columns, first draft revision, QoS, that's quality of service, and export. Need another column? No problem. Just click Add Column. Here's where it gets really useful. When you're ready to export a chapter, just drag it over to the Export column. Then run Quick Add Export Kanban Notes. And you've got a merged export note ready to go in the Chapters Export Merged folder. It's like having your own personal publishing assistant. Let's switch gears to our film project, short film production. We'll create a new scene. How about opening scene? Now, let's add a camera shot. Pop over to the Kanban board, and there it is. Our new shot is right there, ready for scheduling. Before we move on, let's add a few more shots to our scene. We'll create Central Park wide shot, character close-up, and action sequence. Great! Now we have a variety of shots to work with. Here's a cool feature. You can filter your shots with Quick Add Filter Camera Shots. Say you want to see all the shots in Central Park. Just set the filter and you've got a new column with exactly what you need. Exporting works the same way as with the novel. Choose your column, run the export, and you're done. Oh, and managing metadata? It's a breeze. Just click on a notes icon in the Kanban board to view and edit its metadata. Quick adjustments without losing your place. That's what I call efficient. Let's talk about the unsung hero of our vault, the Metadata Hub. This is where all the little details of your project come together. Open up the Hub note and you'll see sections for characters, equipment, locations, all the building blocks of your story or film. Let's add a new character. We'll call her Alice. Now, anywhere else in the project where you need to mention a character, Alice will be right there in the drop-down menu. It's like magic, but it's just good organization. Here's a pro tip for those of you working on big projects with lots of characters. Create a separate note just for your character list. Tag it with Characters List. And add your characters to the Characters List property. Let's add Bob and, how about, the Guardian? Now, when you're writing a chapter or planning a scene, just pull up the multi-select menu and all your characters are right there. No more scrolling through notes trying to remember if it was Bob or Rob. This might seem like a small thing, but trust me. When you're deep into your project and need to quickly check a character detail or find the right piece of equipment, you'll be glad you set this up. It's all about making your creative process as smooth as possible. And there you have it, a comprehensive tour of our Vault's features for managing generic written and film projects. We've covered a lot of ground, from project dashboards to Kanban boards and metadata management. If you have any questions or feedback, don't hesitate to reach out using the contact information in the video description. And hey, if you found this helpful, why not leave a review? There's a link in the description for that too. Thanks for sticking with me through this demo. Here's to more organized, efficient project management. Happy creating!